Hello everyone, thanks for watching Total Level here. So doing something a bit different, as I've seen a lot of people do these ranking videos and I really want to do one for once. And so yeah, I wanted to do Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth new trailer just came out. Very excited about that, that's why I have the background there. But yeah, I really want to do this now. I put on my post, like, yeah, I had some dental work, like on my community post, sorry, that I had some dental work and some complications arised and everything, as, yeah, just a few issues. Now, I do feel much better than the first, like, 2-3 days. It was really rough, so I do feel much better, but I do still have to kind of talk quietly. If I talk like this, then things will be good, you know, still can't have too much emotion, but yeah, things are much better. I can actually speak, because before I could not say certain words or certain letters, and luckily now I can, because one of those letters was F. F hurt my mouth so much, but now I'm pretty okay. So yeah, Final Fantasy. And of course, if, you know, starts to hurt or wherever, we'll just go. So yeah, we have all the games, we have it ranked, you know, my favorite, so absolute favorite one, which if you saw any of my videos before, you will know what that one will be. Amazing. So yeah, really great games. We have great, you know, still really good, and yeah, good, mediocre, ugh, you know, disappointing ones, and then either I didn't play it or I haven't beaten the game yet, so yeah, and we just have all of them now. I think it has all except for Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line, so yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. I did try to organize this a little bit. I might missed a few. Yeah, I did. I saw I didn't put some of the Crystal Chronicle stuff together, but that's okay. You know, so yeah, we'll just start. And yeah, this is all my personal, you know, opinions and all that. You'll have completely different ones than me. So first we have Final Fantasy, the first game. And, oh yeah, I should also say, I can't read some of these things, like, even with my glasses. I'm just like, what is that one? So, some of them I'm just going to be like, yeah, you'll go in the didn't play, because I assume I didn't play it. So, yeah, first Final Fantasy, I'm going to put this in amazing. I think it's a game that holds up really well today, and it's a great game to start with. It's really fun, and yeah, just love the customization, even just the beginning with picking your 4 classes and 4 heroes and all that. So yeah, put that in amazing. Final Fantasy 2, I thought it was good. I'll put in good, you know, it did have some issues because there was an exploit you could do with that game where yeah, you could party your party members up very well, since game didn't use experience points. The way you leveled up is through your attacks, so if you keep attacking, your strength will go up. If you use certain magic points will go up, and resistances and all that, so you could attack your own party members and level up like your defense ridiculously. But overall, I like the game, the story, and yeah, I probably have it higher than most people, but enjoyed it. Now, Final Fantasy 3, and we're talking about kind of the original Final Fantasy 3 Japan, not the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy 3, which is 6. We'll get into that, and I haven't played this yet, so didn't play. Final Fantasy 4. This is very underrated, as torn between amazing and great. I'll put in great because there's going to be quite a few, and amazing I'll put, but yeah, it's a really cool game. Pretty dark. Storyline 2, as highly recommend 4 if you haven't played it now. When it comes to, the After Years, I actually haven't played that yet, as, yeah, I mean, because for 4 I played kind of the PS1 version of that. I do have the 3D remakes of this and, yeah, After Years on Steam, but I haven't played them yet, and yeah, Final Fantasy V will also put in great, you know, started kind of the job system mechanic, and yeah, very underrated too. Yes, it did have kind of weird final boss, but it's still fun. Then Final Fantasy VI, amazing. I mean, a lot of people will put this as a favorite or very high up there, you know, especially if you grew up with it. I'm curious though how many would put in like the mediocre or ugh territory, because yeah, but just a lot of great characters to play as, and yeah, just a ton of fun. And I wish they would remake this one, right? As Terra is a great character. There's so many great characters, like Sabin, Locke, yeah, Terra, oh man, Shadow is really cool. And then Final Fantasy VII, I do have a soft spot for the original, so it goes up to amazing as well. It was the my first Final Fantasy I ever played. It got me into the whole series, got me hooked on RPGs, so even if it's dated quite a bit, I have fond memories of this game, so yeah, love it. Then Dirge's Cerberus, I think I'll put in good, because yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid kind of, you know, spin-off that took place, I think 3 years after Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, the shooting mechanic was a little weird, as yeah, you're playing as Vincent Valentine, and you know, pretty solid game. I would recommend people give it a shot, but yeah, nothing mind-blowing. Then the original Crisis Core. Since I played Reunion and really enjoyed what they did with that, I'll put this down to good now, because it's going to be hard for me to go back to this one, I think. You know, they did an amazing job with you know, what they had with the PSP and all that, but I just love the controls of Reunion way more, since you got, you know, your dual analog and all that. But yeah, very good game, very sad. Then Final Fantasy Remake, amazing. I love the remake. I might sound controversial, but I think I love the remake more than the original Final Fantasy VII. Like, both have a soft spot, just the big difference is, you know, Final Fantasy VII is complete, where, yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of how Square is splitting the games up like this, but it is what it is, and at least that way, you know, the way I look is, at least they can find little things to improve on with each kind of entry they do in the trilogy, so, yeah. Then, before Crisis, yeah, we'll just put kind of these ones here and First Soldier, because yeah, I'm pretty sure they were mobile games, and yeah, haven't played them. Then yeah, Reunion, yeah, loved it. Kinda touched on that now. Final Fantasy VIII, I'll put in great. Hey, that rhymed. Now, this is going to be mixed for a lot of people. My mom would put it at her fave, and then Generation Pixel would put it as ugh. But yeah, I really loved it. It has probably my favorite kind of mini game in it, with the Triad card game or everything like that. It's great music, and yeah, I love Squall, Renoa, all of them, Selphie. But yeah, the biggest issue with this game is the balance issues. You know, it was just way too unbalanced, because it had a good idea of, like, you know, enemies would level up with you, but they kind of spiked it, right? Where if you were level 99, the game was almost impossible to beat, where the game was super easy at level 7, and, you know, they had the junction system, and that was also broken, because, yeah, you could, you know, get like 100 Asuna and then be immune to like everything, and yeah, there was just, this deserves a remake just to fix those balance issues. Final Fantasy IX, amazing. I loved it. It's another very underrated game that more people need to check out. Fantastic game, and yeah, it's a bit lighter, but really, really cool. Final Fantasy X, yeah, you know it's going at the top. I talked so much about Final Fantasy X, I don't know what more to say. It was, like, despite Final Fantasy VII being the first game I played, Final Fantasy X was actually the first Final Fantasy I finished. So many memories of this, it's so fun for me to play. It has my favorite Final Fantasy song, To Xanarkand, so yeah, easy up there. Now, here's a complete opposite, Final Fantasy X-2. So, yeah, this just disappointed me so much. It had really good ideas. There's things that I do like about it. I like kind of, not exactly the story, but I like the setup of the story of, you know, Yuna trying to kind of find Titus and all that like sees a sphere that looks like him, so is searching for more spheres and everything. I like kind of the dress sphere setup because it was a lot like the job system, right, in other Final Fantasies, and yeah, just you know, those things. But what makes it so rough is just it's you know, all the characters just are out of character to me, you know, like Yuna being a valley girl and this whole Charlie's Angels setup. It was just, yeah, I couldn't really get into it, and I beat it multiple times too, because I beat it the first time, then I beat it when I got the remaster just to see, and yeah, it's just and Final Fantasy XI didn't beat, or didn't play, I mean, because yeah, MMO, so yeah, didn't play that. Now, this is the funny part. Final Fantasy XII I have played, but I have not beat yet. I'm sure if I did, it'd be in great or amazing, because bits I played are fun. I have like Zodiac Age or whatever, but yeah, I still have yet to beat it. And then Revenant Wings I have beat, and I'm playing good. I thought it was a solid kind, you know, tactic style RPG. Takes place a year after the events of 12, so it's kind of funny that I played, you know, some spin-off that takes place, that's almost like a sequel rather than the original, but this is what it is. Now we get into Final Fantasy 13 trilogy, so for me, I quite enjoyed these games. You know, this is kind of the mark where a lot of people, you know, either 12 or 13 was kind of where people fell off with the series and all that. I'll put 13 in great. I thought it was a really solid game, and yeah, had a lot, you know, had a lot of fun with it. I love the combat in it, and you know, even though you're only controlling one character in battles, I thought it was still pretty fun, and yeah, a solid story. And then, yeah, Final Fantasy 13 2, I'll put in good, just like, because the thing with 13-2 is I liked playing as, you know, Lightning's sister Sarah and all that, but man, what is his name? Is it Noel? Like, he was kind of just a dumb character, and the whole sort of time traveling and paradox storyline was just like, okay, this is getting a little convoluted, right? So, but overall, I still enjoyed it. Then, Lightning Returns, I put in mediocre. Like, this one was just, you know, I like the music in it. Like, that's what I should say is, yeah, the music in 13 was really, really good. Like, through the whole trilogy, the only one would have been 13-2 with the crazy Chocobo song that turned the Chocobo song into heavy metal. That was pretty bad, but the music in these games were really good. And for Lightning Returns, I hate time mechanics. Like, yes, you can stop time, but only for like a minute or something at a time, and you have to keep fighting to kind of be able to keep doing that to the time, as you have what, like 7 days to save the world, a message from God, and yeah, it was just a mess. And for Square Enix, they really wanted to sell people on Final Fantasy 13, and for me, it's just like, I thought the first two were good, but after that, they did not need to keep making these, right? But, you know, overall, I thought 13 was a lot better than I think a lot of people say it was. Now, I will say, yes, it shouldn't take like 30 hours before the game opens up. Like, no. I hate that argument from people to say, like, well, play for 30, like, no, you shouldn't have to play a game that long before you start enjoying it, right? Final Fantasy 14 will play in, not beat because I have played 14, but yeah, at the time, you know, I was just starting kind of full-time at my school, so I canceled my subscription with 14 and haven't played it since, and I was pretty early on because I remember, the last thing I did was, was, yeah, like an Ifrit fight or whatever, but yeah, didn't get through it. Final Fantasy 15, amazing. This will be controversial for people, I'm sure, but I really love what they did with 15, especially with kind of development hell in that game. You know, it took forever for the game to come out, so yeah, really enjoyed that, and I love the gang, and yeah, music, you know, I forget her name, but composed by the Kingdom Hearts person, and yeah, she did a fantastic job with that, so yeah, and then all these other ones I haven't played. I have played a tiny bit of King's Tale because I did get the deluxe edition of 15, which comes with King's Tale, but yeah, I haven't really, like, I don't remember a thing about it. I played it for like 5 or 10 minutes and then just stopped. Final Fantasy Tactics, amazing. Do they have War of the Lions? No, I don't think they put War of the Lions here, okay. Yeah, but Final Fantasy Tactics, fantastic game, one of the best strategy RPGs out there. Tactics Advance, I'll put in good. I do have a lot of great memories about this game though, so I probably do like it more than most, where I could probably slip it up to great, but I'll put in good just because of the judge system, so it's another great idea that wasn't executed properly, because the judge system made it where in certain battles you weren't allowed to use certain attacks or your team would be punished, and that's a pretty cool idea for a strategy game, right? To kind of make people sort of change their strategy of like, oh, I'm going up against these ice monsters, but I can't use any fire magic, so what should I do, right? And that's a great idea, but some of the things, you know, like, oh, you have to move 2 spaces each turn, and occasionally you'll be trapped, and then that person's in jail, and they're in jail for a long time, so yeah, that was kind of annoying. Tactics A2 on DS, didn't play. Dissidia. I'll put in good. I'll put both of these in good because, yeah, I got digital versions on the Vita at some point, and yeah, both were, you know, solid there, but they were never my kind of favorites with that series. Like, I liked it, but never loved it or anything. They were kind of, you know, sort of 3D fighter games, I guess you could describe them, but yeah, they were solid. And then, yeah, I haven't played this or this, so that's NT, and that might be the arcade version, I'm not sure. Then World of Final Fantasy, I'll put in great. I do really enjoy World of Final Fantasy, you know, I love Pokemon, so really great kind of Pokemon clone type game, right? And, you know, I'm also one that doesn't mind kind of chibi looks on games or whatever. I know a lot of people have issues with kind of the chibi art styles and all that when they bring them into games, but for me, sometimes I kind of enjoyed that look, right? And then, yeah, these ones, like Final Fantasy Adventure, yeah, haven't played it, or Legend. Mystic Quest I do have, but I haven't beat it yet. And then, yeah, we got more of these. Chocobo Dungeon. Yeah, I have played a bit of it, but still haven't beat it. Theater Rhythm, now that I have, you know, Final Bar Line, yeah, the first one I would put in mediocre, because that one only contained, like, what, Final Fantasy songs up until 13, I believe, and they only included 3 songs from each game, and yeah, and a video for each game too, so yeah, that one was kind of like, eh. Then, Curtain Call, I'll put in good, because, yeah, now that I have kinda, you know, Final Bar Line, like, I probably won't, you know what, I'll put in great, because I did play a ton of this game, had a lot of fun, and on the DS, you know, I said I won't go back, but maybe occasionally I will, because it is fun playing that game on the DS and kind of, you know, tapping and swiping with the stylus. So yeah, let's put in, yeah, great. Then, I believe this is Type 0, so put in great too. Yeah, I can't really see that, but yeah, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy Type 0. I know a lot of people didn't, with, like, you know, played it through the HD remaster, and yeah, controls are a little wonky, and of course camera, because it was a PSP game, so camera's really close and not the greatest, but I really enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed the story. Another sad one, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. Brave Exodus, haven't played. Yeah, a lot of these are going to go in here, and any of the Crystal Chronicle games, yeah, I haven't actually played yet. Yeah, we'll just put all of them here for now. Yeah, because I do have all of these except for the original Crystal Chronicles. I played a bit of Crystal Bearers, but just could not get into it for me. And yeah, actually I think all of these, because yeah, someone can't read and all that, so yeah, I think all of these will go down into the not played or beat, because yeah, out of all these I do have Explorers, but yeah, I haven't really dove into that game too much, plus it was meant to be a multiplayer game, so yeah, you know, can't really play it. And then Strangers of Paradise was, yeah, game I still have to get through now. This one, I think when I beat it, it's going to go up to like great or amazing, because I love the combat, and even though the story is pretty lame, I love the cheesiness of it, so yeah. So yeah, I'll have to title this video something, you know, like ranking Final Fantasy games, but not all of them, because but I didn't even rank half of them, right? Because what, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so that'd be 33, 35 games that aren't ranked, compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, yeah. So, I'll have to think of a different title or something like that, but I still hope you enjoyed all this, and yeah, let me know what you would rank all of these yourselves. What's your favorite Final Fantasy? What's your least favorite Final Fantasy? You know, which ones do you find kind of disappointing, mediocre, things like that? And yeah, do you agree, disagree with everything I said? Let me know. Alright, thanks everyone, and have a good one. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.